So this was the most commonly missed question so far on our quizzes. What is the equation of this line? I believe it. That seems like a really hard task, but let's see if we can break it down. I know that in the equation of a line, I have my slope and I have my y-intercept. Remember, m is for slope and then b is for y-intercept. So let's find this first, y-intercept. This is the y line right here, called the y-axis. Look down and follow down the y line till you see where this orange line crosses it right there. Ah, what is that? Well, this would be 0, this would be 1, and this would be 2. So my y-intercept is a plus 2, because up here numbers are plus. Now we just have to find our slope. That's what is still missing right here. So let's find slope. Remember, when we find slope, we're looking for motion, the up, down, and the left, right motion. There's two ways we can do this. The first way I will try to show you is the triangle way. I actually really liked that triangle way. So make a triangle from one point that's on this line to another point that's right on this line that's between some crosshairs. And I call them crosshairs because you want a point that's right in the middle of these black lines, right in the middle. So I made my triangle, and now I can just count 1, 2 blocks. And I'll look at the other side of my triangle right here, 1, 2, 2 blocks. And now I just have to figure out where do each of these numbers go. I know that my up-down line is the top number in my slope. And I know that my left, right, or horizontal line is the bottom number in my fraction for my slope. So my slope is 2 over 2. If I divide that on my calculator, I get 1. The other thing you have to look at is your slope negative or is it positive? Remember, there are two different ways we can have slope. Positive slope, or we can have a negative slope. We could also have a zero slope and an undefined. But some of the most common ones are positive slope and negative slope. If it starts down here and the line goes in that direction, it's positive. If it starts up there and goes in this direction, it's negative. And that's exactly what our slope does. It goes down like that. So I have a negative 1. Negative 1 is my slope. I'll put that right here. The choices in the quizzes were a little confusing because there was no 1. We don't really have to put the 1 because we know we have 1x. So we could really write this y equals just negative x because we know we already have just 1x. Okay? And that was the equation of that line. If you don't want to make triangles, you can just find a point that's on the line and another point and just count. So the top number, we're going to count up or down. 1, 2, till we get on the street where this point lives. See, I counted until I got to the street where this point lives. So 1, 2 is my up-down number. I put that there. I left off here, so I'll count over 2 more to get to this point right there. So the slope is exactly the same. Please reach out to us if you need any help with slope. First, maybe identify, is my slope going to be positive or negative? Think about this. Then find your y-intercept. Where does it cross over the y-axis? Put that as that part of your equation of your line. And then figure out your slope. Use the triangle method or just use the counting method. Remember, the top number in your slope is the up, down, or the vertical. And then the bottom number in your fraction for slope is your left, right, or horizontal.